What is up, everybody? It's ya boy, King Boys, back with another video. See, again, don't know how to intro this channel, but I told you last week, I think it's going to be last week, but I told you last week we're going to do another music video breakdown for one of my music videos. Well, I only have two, so you can only guess what this video is going to be. This is a breakdown for my Wild West music video, which came out in February or March, I can't remember. I think March, actually. It might have been March. But I've done two music videos now, and Wild West, I think they're both fun. Wild West is a bit more like silly, whereas I Think I Fell in Love is a little bit more like emotional drama-esque, I guess. But so this one's a bit more silly. So we're going to just check it out. I'm going to give you guys some fun facts, a little breakdown of it. And if you haven't seen the other one, make sure to go check that out as well. It's up on the channel right now. Should be a fun video. So, anyway, let's get into it. So the funny thing about this party is this is my actual apartment. in case you're wondering, this is my actual apartment. So what we did is we were gonna throw an actual party. So we were gonna have, like, after the video was done, was wrapped, we were done filming the video, we were just gonna have like a normal just party at our apartment. And so we sent out an invite just basically saying that, like, hey, we're going to shoot a music video because we have to have a party scene in the video because of how I wrote it. You know, we were going to have this party scene, and then we're going to go and just be like, okay, now we're done filming. Now let's actually party. The problem with that is that people always show up late to parties. You know how it is. So I made sure to put it in I made a whole little flyer and everything, because, like, my group of friends, I don't know if anybody else's group of friends does this, but for some reason my group of friends always does this thing where, like, for parties and shit, we, like, send out flyers. Like, you know, it's obviously just like a PDF or a JPEG or whatever, but we always send out flyers. Why do we do this? I don't know. But everyone in my group does this. We always just, like, we're having a party, we send out a flyer. It's not just like a text, like, hey, this Saturday. It's like, it's a flyer, so it's like, you know. And I think it's partially so it doesn't get lost in the text message chain. It's like, hey, here, this day, party. But people show up late to parties all the time. So there's a couple more people that could have been there, but either showed up late or couldn't make it. So it looks a little small party-wise, you know, but it you know, it's the best we could do, you know, without any budget. So.
Yeah, man. If he doesn't win Album of the Year.
And this is my homie Nick. Shout out Nick, man.
He has to win Album of the Year.
Yo, shut up for a sec. Yo, check out that girl over there.
And I talked about this in the last video, but shout out to Katie, Sam, and Aaron. They played the three girls in this.
Hey, go talk to her, man. Bro, all you gotta do is look at her number. Just go talk to her, man.
See, so you know what's funny is this is Nick's first time in front of the camera. Like, he is not an actor. He's not really a film guy at all. Like, he works with me in, like, a film place that we do things, but he just kind of worked there just by chance. He's not really into film, or he's into film, but, like, not like a film guy per se. So this was, like, his first time, like, acting, and he was real nervous. And I was like, bro, just, like, because we're boys, we talk all the time. We work, like, literally, like, our backs are to each other. Like, if I'm sitting here, he'd be facing that wall working on whatever he's doing. So we talk all the time. So I was like, bro, just talk to me how you would talk to me in a normal situation. Don't even act like it's like, don't even think that there's this camera here. Just pretend like we're just talking like homies. And he killed us. Fine.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
How y'all doing? I just saw you from over there. I thought you were pretty. I was wondering.
So the reason I did that is because, like, I always thought of this, like, my fuckboy laugh that I have is like this stupid, like, character that I have that's always like, like, oh, you're showering without me, like, just like the classic fuck boy, and that's what I tried to do here.
Yeah, get your number or something. Hang out sometime.
I'm flattered, but I only really like country guys.
Oh, word?
Oh, word? And see, this also was added, like, last minute, but it ended up working so well for the video. My stupid ass. This is what pissed me off. Like, the only thing that pissed me off about this is this fucking thing right here. This is my stupid ass thermostat that I have in my apartment. and it just like it's not even that bad, but like it just turns on and says off because it's like motion sense. So like when you walk by it, it turns on. I don't know why that just pisses me off. Shout out all the homies Summer and Will. So if anybody's ever been to Atlanta or lives in Atlanta, you know that this is a part of the Beltline is where we shot this part. It's right there's this bridge in the Beltline that just has all this cool ass graffiti, and we shot that all there. And it was so funny because we had it was just me and Jason, the director, roommate also. It was just us two for a lot of this video because we didn't have a budget. We were just kind of like, let's go, let's just do this. So it was just us two. So it was just me in this whole cowboy fit. Him with his camera on a tripod, some of it on. He was using his gimbal that he got, but just walking around filming me. And this is the Beltline in Atlanta. If you've ever been there, it's always busy. Like especially because it was like a little warm out, or I think it might have been a little cold out actually. But even when it gets like decently warm, there's tons of people out there walking down the Beltline, riding their bikes. They're all doing all this shit, walking their dogs, whatever it is. There's tons of people, and there was tons of people walking, staring at me. That's what was so hard. It was so hard to be like, okay, here I am, when there's just all these people just fucking staring at me. I had one guy who was like recorded me, and I don't know if he still has this video. And if that guy ever finds me, man, send me the video. But that guy filmed the video of me, and I knew who was filming me. He tried to play it off like, and I saw him, he was like talking with his girlfriend or his friend, I don't really know. But he was like filming her, like, or like trying to film her, but he was clearly filming me. Like one of those things where he's like, oh, and she's like doing something. He's like, oh. So I don't know. I want to know if that video ever surfaced. That'd be funny. And again, this is Nick again, and my homie Will. Just to get a better view. Do she want me very certain? Got the green like Edward Norton. Wonderful given portion. In the country, not the urban. Got the cattle for a bar. And this is I forgot the name of the street. I forgot the name of the fucking bridge. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. It's like pissing me off now because I had it in my head before I recorded it, and now I forgot the name of the bridge. But it's a pretty popular bridge in Atlanta because I can't remember the name off the top. I just cannot believe I forgot this shit. But it's like one of the most popular like tourist attractions and just attractions in general. Because like look at the damn skyline in the background, just looks so sick. Like that's the Atlanta skyline, and like this bridge, you get this crazy ass view from there, and it's so sick. A few things about the bridge. First of all, the highways down below. I had so many people honking at me, and I think it was like a yeah. I couldn't really tell, but there were so many like meh, meh, as they drove past, because this is one of the big highway in Atlanta. Like it's huge. Like there's motherfuckers every day, no matter what, no matter the time. There's tons of people on this. I think this might be 85. I don't know if you've been to Atlanta, whatever. But I had that, but also it was windy as shit that day. And the hat, and it's not my hat, it's Jason's hat, my roommate, almost blew off my head like 4 times. And literally, if it would have blown off, it would have fell onto the highway below, so it's gone forever. And then the video's fucked because I don't have a hat anymore, or we got to refilm. This is the first scene we filmed, so we could have, redone it with a different hat. But I would have had to buy a whole new hat and all this shit. It almost blew off my head a couple times. And you'll see at the end, there's a part. I'll share it at the end. But sipping whiskey, not the bourbon. Play piano, not the organ. Riding horses, Arthur Morgan. I wanna know. And this location, in case anyone is also wondering, it's right outside the Krog Street Tunnel, which is also in Atlanta. We shot all this in Atlanta because, we live in Atlanta. So we were like, let's do some cool landmarks around here. And this is some cool ass art that they have on these walls outside of the tunnel. We were going to shoot down the tunnel, but it is because there's a ton of like cool art. Again, if you've ever been to Atlanta or you are planning on coming at one time, go just walk through the Krog Street Tunnel. And you'll find this because it's so beautiful. But we were gonna walk down the tunnel and do like a shot where he's like walking, following me, like walking backwards, and I'm walking. But there was way too many people in the tunnel that it made it impossible. Like it made it just impossible to do, because like first of all, people were just being annoying, and people were like, "Ooh, Old Town Road, ooh," and you're like, "All right, fuck off." First of all, but it just was impossible because he had to walk backwards, and like people are just so unaware that you're doing something that they're just like, or they just don't give a fuck, that they're like not moving out the way. So I'm like, all right, we got to stop again. And like we didn't want to get people in the background of the video either, because you know they're gonna look directly at the camera, and like especially if they're not paid extras or whatever, or even just an extra, they're gonna look right at the camera, and it's gonna be a whole annoying thing. So like we had to do plan B, so we chose this cool ass mural outside the thing, and it looks sick.
Cowboy, call me MGK, cause I'm a wild boy. Won't be here for too long, so y'all better enjoy. Pull up to the standoff, though this shit ain't a fake toy.
What the hell? Damn it! That's it. You and me will handle this.
Outside. Now! This was incredible. This was so fun to film, man. Shout out my boy Will for this. His wife Kaylee. They helped a lot with this. So we found this. So I wanted to do any sort of empty parking lot that wouldn't be like when people wouldn't come in, like, because I think it's supposed to be like I'm supposed to be like this urban cowboy, right? So I wanted to do a cool standoff scene, but I wanted to have it in some sort of parking lot because it would look funnier if it's in this parking lot. I wanted to get this cool little tumbleweed, but I couldn't find one online or anything like that. But I would have preferred probably to not have like these cars going by in the background and shit. But this was like the best case scenario because this little parking lot was overgrown with weeds because it hadn't been touched in years. And it's just like you go back and it's just in this sketchy back like area, and there's no one over there. Like, I mean, over here you can see like this is all just grass. This is like the parking lot too, but it's all just like grass and overgrownness in this parking lot. It'd just been abandoned for years. So we just shot right there because we're like, okay, this looks pretty cool. So we just shot it all there. And no one would bother us because it was far enough away. And his hat falling off there was completely by accident, but it looked great. I mean, his hat when he fell down, his hat fell off. It wasn't supposed to happen like that, but it did, and it was great. But I was going to say, one of the reasons, too, we wanted to do, like, an area that's, like, not around a lot of people. I was going to do a parking garage at first, but my one issue is that this fake pistol that I have looks semi-real. Like, I mean, once you hold it and touch it, you can be like, okay, this is fake as hell. But, like, just off the rip, it looks kind of real. So I was really nervous about shooting in the city of Atlanta with because this was in the suburbs a little bit. But I was really nervous about shooting in the city of Atlanta with even a prop gun. It's not even a prop gun. Like, it's literally just a toy fake gun. And I was really scared about shooting it because I was like, man, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I don't want the cops to get called. I don't want someone to pull an actual gun and be like, hey, yo, what the hell are you doing? I don't want any of this shit to happen. So I was like, we got to be tucked enough away that we don't have to worry about that. And this road was far enough away that people probably couldn't really see. And if they did see, it was kind of like, hey, but they saw enough people standing around that, and maybe they saw the cowboy fits and stuff that they were like, okay, maybe they're doing something. So I don't know.
Bang, 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 bang. He lies on the ground, just took a hit. His friends are watching, don't give a shit. End of the line, y'all better quit. Not on my hat, I'm part of the fit. Oh, you a fan? Let's take a pic. Now your girl coming back to my place. Now she going Wild West on my. I wanna know what is it? Your body over me.
Wanna know, wanna say. See right here, I took off the hat because it kept fucking blowing off my head, or like it kept almost blowing off my head. So I was like, no, I got to take this off for now. So I literally took it off my head and just held it because it kept like almost blowing off. So there was like a whole take that I had to do it like this. We didn't keep that, obviously. But it kind of works for the end, you know. It kind of works. Hey. So, what do you think?
That's not what I meant.
So we also had a take of this where we had one take where they all fucking shoulder checked me as they walked past. So it was like all three girls was like bah bah bah, and I was really like and it looked funny, but I just don't think it really worked for the video to have every one of them, because like, why do they hate me? You know, like, I don't think like this girl hates me per se, but like it was like them all checking me. I was like, damn. So it worked better like this. Shout out my boy Jason, and yeah, again, shout out to everyone who ended up working on this. You know, all the people that were just in the background and stuff. And then the poker scene was shot at my friend Summer's house. She was in the video as well. She was one of the girls that was like, when I first came out as the cowboy. Shout out her and her husband Jordan. They put up with us for a little bit while we shot at their house as well. So shout out them, because like the poker scene, it literally looks like it could be in like a random bar. It's literally just it was in her sunroom. We had to like put up all these sheets to make to black out the room, and then so we could control the light in there. So it turned out really great. Like that video shot completely on a $0 budget. We barely spent. I only think that the stuff we spent money on was like food for the party. I think that's one of like the only things I spent money on, because we bought like pizzas or something for the party, like pizzas, and I think we bought some drinks and shit, because like I said, we had an actual party after that, like everyone stayed for, because it was just like, oh, we're just hanging out now. It's like, because it's a lot of these people that came through were like just my friends, so like they just stayed for the party and shit too. So I think that was like the only thing that we really spent money on. Like we shot everywhere for free. You know, I don't know if you're necessarily supposed to do that, but you know, it's one of those things where if we would have got caught, or if someone would have said something, or like the police would have came, we would have been like, oh, sorry about that, and just moved on. It's pretty simple, you know. It was just like pretty much everything besides the party. So the party scene and all like the skits parts, like the party stuff and the standoff and like the poker stuff, that all had some people. Even the standoff was only, you know, it was only me, Will, the actor, his wife Kaylee was there, and who actually, Kaylee is the executive producer of I Think I Fell in Love music video, which is kind of a whole like, hey. But then Jason also, so there was only like 4 of us there. The other one, there was only a couple people there. It was all just like a very small thing, way smaller than I Think I Fell in Love. So it was cool to film one on one end and one on the other. So, but anyway, if you guys did like, please leave a like, please subscribe. Make sure to go check out the original music video if you haven't seen the thing and haven't seen the whole thing. Make sure to go check it out. Keep streaming the song, both songs. Keep streaming them. Keep watching the videos. It means a lot to me. And yeah, if you this is your first time for some reason seeing the music video, like go watch the whole thing. Or if you don't want to watch the whole thing, go over there and maybe just leave like a little like, a little comment. You know what I'm saying? It helps you, boy. It just helps. That's all I'm saying. It takes 5 seconds of your time. Just leave a damn comment and a like, please. That's all I'm asking for. Is it too much to ask for? A comment? A like? But anyway, thank y'all. Love y'all. And I don't know what I'm going to be back with next. Honestly, I really don't know. We'll find some content to do. And we'll do it on this channel. So, alright, thank y'all. Love y'all. And until next time, it's your boy, King Boys Productions. Squaw!